Can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Curry.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Spellman in at power forward. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's George in at the point guard. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Thompson in the corner. Brent, talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it's pretty healthy.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And so it's Golden State with it. After the basket by the Lakers, Curry's shot is good.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr, and it's no secret that the Lakers have had their number this season. They've lost all 3 of their previous meetings between the teams. Coach explained their shortcomings in a simple manner, saying they have LeBron and we don't. Sometimes that's all there is to it. We just need to be better as a team to take a win off of it. Well, that's not a bad assessment, guys.
All right, thank you, David.
Well, you got to try to keep LeBron away from the post as much as possible. That time, too deep, turns around, and gets the dunk.
Here's Looney. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Spellman. 6 to shoot. Here's Thompson. And the Warriors miss again.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And with the departure of KD, the Warriors able to bring in D'Angelo Russell from the Nets in return. Greg, how do you like that fit for Golden State?
You know, offensively, fits the high skill level they're known for. Defensively, it might be tougher. But his youth, another positive as their other stars enter their 30s.
Curry against George. Will it go? And the 3-ball is good. Curry's got 5 now.
I mean, there's no way. I mean, there's just a sliver of daylight, and there's 3 more.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And that's now 9 points for George.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Howard. JaVale McGee comes in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Green. Now Caldwell Pope after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. George, that's a two-pointer. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 11 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And the pass to Kuzma. Lays it up off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
George against Russell. Outside Robinson. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. .52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Count that bucket.
A quick-minded player. Russell can adapt to defenses and put the ball through the hoop.
From deep, George. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Russell with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. It's off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Lakers lead by 13. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And a platoon swap here for the Lakers. Different look here for the Warriors. Omari Spellman has come in for Looney. Alec Burks comes in for Robinson. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Lee. And Curry subbed in for Russell. And it's Davis with the jam.
That's a big-time battle from AD on the glass. You see the athleticism to go back up with that.
Warriors trail by 7. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Pascal in at the 4 spot. Now here's Curry. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Lakers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Brent, so many state-of-the-art arenas being built. Which feature do you think is most important?
Oh, the hot dog machine. What are we doing,
popcorn, right
and the
next to it.
popcorn,
Hot
what
dog
else,
and
Kevin?
then the popcorn.
Yeah,
right there.
nachos?
I love nachos.
Okay.
You love nachos.
What else? I mean, what else do we go with there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah,
that's
right?
a big one.
Because when you're done with all that other stuff, you've got to somehow kind of coat your stomach.
Yep.
You
Was
don't
this
feel
basketball related, or did we go somewhere else?
all
with
a part of the whole conversation.
I think we covered it.
Now Curry. After the missed 3 from George. To end the run. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Stephen Curry.
I feel like when he gets going like this, it's a night where Steph might take a few more chances offensively. That spells trouble for the defense.
George with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Curry. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Those floaters, boy, they really demoralize the defense. Here's the thing. Steph knows it.
And that one's good, George.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
And that one is good. 17 points for Steph Curry.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
They get it back. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, Anthony Davis is going to spend a lot of time at the free throw line most nights throughout the course of the season. And he's going to be pretty solid when he gets there.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Lakers. Murray comes in for James. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Stolen by George. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there. And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back up. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from George.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Howard. Then it's Green, and it's George in at the point. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. A 12-point game. Thompson outside. Off target from outside.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That was huge! Incredible.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
And here is Curry. 20 points for him. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half. And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Dwight Howard. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Anthony Davis. Then for the Warriors, Glenn Robinson III is checked in for Amari Spellman. Lee comes in for Alec Burks. And it's Russell in for Thompson. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Curry kicks to Lee. Looney passes to Russell. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Russell's got 7 points in the game.
Cognizant of the entire court, Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Stolen by George. And the wide open shot from Green. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Curry against George. Fires from deep. Curry can't get it to go.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Russell passes to Looney. Outside Robinson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Pass to Looney. On the wing, Lee, covered by LeBron. Here's Curry. An easy 2 points on the layup. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
Well, the confidence that Steph has on the inside, once he beats his primary defender, he can finish over the top of the bigger defender.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season? Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Lee, that's good. Los Angeles leading by 20. George passes to Kuzma. Back to George. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Cousins on the follow.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Golden State's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Pass to Lee. Back to Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. The Warriors have gone 3 for 3 at the line. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Alec Burks is out there with Lee, and it's Spellman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Outstanding job by AD to get close to the basket, get the ball in great position, and force the defense to resort to fouling.
The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before in the legal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone now.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. You have freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
It's good. And that's now 27 points for Steph Curry.
Always got to keep your eyes up. Make sure you see open teammates, and Clay did it that time.
And it's George missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Green against Thompson. Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. George with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Davis gets it to go.
One of the surest things in the NBA right now is Anthony Davis, the ball inside, and him converting 2 points.
Curry against George. Top of the key, Looney. And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if a player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, but after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Passes it to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
The pass to Burks. Here's Looney. Over LeBron. The shot by Looney, no good.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Evans outside. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helped, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Allman, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long and good night, everyone.
Look, don't get me started, but here's my thing with instant replay.